What's up YouTube and welcome back to the Safe Zone. My name is Cole, or the Master Reactor, and today we're here with a new Tommy in it upload. This one is how the Dream SMP changed my life. Now this is like a fresh upload from Tommy, so I'm excited to dive into it. I want to see what his kind of take was on how he walked away from the Dream SMP. So I'm so excited to dive into this. If you are as well, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We have almost done it. I've been trying to hit 660 by the end of the week. I think we can totally do it. We've done a really good job at it so far. So let's just keep it going. But thank you all so much for the support. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It will always help the channel. And also make sure to leave a comment on what you think I should react to next, or what you thought of the video. I am always open to suggestions, and I love hearing what you have to say. But I don't want to leave this intro any further. I'm excited, so I just want to dive straight into it.
There's a Minecraft server that has changed my life more than anything else in the world. Today we're going to talk about the good times, the terrible times, but why the Dream SMP means so much to me. My name is Tommy, and this is a tribute to Dream SMP.
Okay, so already off the bat, I'm sorry, I just paused it, but like already off the bat, I'm getting a real like SMP gaming vibe. So I'm really excited to see what this video is all about. Cause like seeing Tommy make a video that's like scripted in the SMP gaming style like video, or like I guess just a commentary, is I'm really excited for it.
I've always loved Minecraft SMPs. I've tried to enjoy single player so many times, but I just get bored. Even 6 years ago, when I was 12, back on my Xbox 360.
That's crazy.
I'd never play Minecraft by myself. My friends would be on my world where I'd make them go through hell. Because in my eyes, that's what Minecraft is about. That simple conflict that comes with having more diamonds than your friend. The rules
For real. There have been countless wars over one diamond. That's for sure. That is for sure.
If someone's pissed you off. Look, I've never been a good builder or very creative. Every house I make is the exact same. But knowing that I can work with other people on the server to make the experience better, that's what I love about Minecraft. It's social. It's a real place. So when I found Hypixel, that changed everything. Hypixel was more than an SMP. It was a mega server. It had hierarchy, ranks, lobbies you could make friends in, competitive games you could make enemies in. This server was my foray into the Minecraft community. I discovered the big dogs, the people I wanted to be like some.
That profile picture, that subscriber count. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Day, and that glorious crimson rank I could only dream of having. You needed 30,000 subscribers to get YouTube rank on Hypixel, and from then on, that was my only goal in life. I played on Hypixel for years, and I loved every second of it. Grinding, streaming, meeting new people, getting closer and closer to one day being one of the big dogs.
That's just a quick jump to 100,000.
It was coming true. But then, a few years into Hypixel, I found SMP Live. SMP Live was nothing like Hypixel. It wasn't about competitiveness or minigames. It was a vanilla, stripped-down Minecraft server and had an emphasis on comedy. I'd never seen anything like it. Through the server, I found my 3 favorite YouTubers, but none stood out more than Jay Schlatt. I would watch him.
Jay Schlatt is pretty cool.
The timing of his jokes, the bombastic personality, just how
what were those noises?
I wanted to be just like him. I wanted to join SMP Live so bad that I made a video 3 years ago about it. Don't watch it.
Whoa.
It's not good. Almost a year after.
Well, hold on. Was that Tubbo? Hold on.
I made a video 3 years ago.
Oh my. That's crazy. That's what Tubbo looked like 3 years ago? Oh my goodness.
About it. Don't watch it. It's not good. Almost a year after I made that video, I got invited to SMP Earth. SMP Earth was Wilbur Soot, one of my other favorite YouTubers' newest project. As SMP Live was coming to a close, Wilbur wanted another space for creators to come together.
What's that face?
And this was it. A huge map replicating Earth with modded planes, a live updating map, and technoblades. I had to get in. This was my chance. And I did. I barely made it into that server, joining 5 minutes before the invites closed because I
Wow.
begged my friend who was in it. But that server made all the difference
I
to
mean,
my
if it
life.
works, it works.
Now, every day I was streaming SMP Earth the second I got home from school. I really should have been studying for my exams, but streaming YouTube came first. I was definitely
Too real,
being
Tommy.
irresponsible. But through the server, I learned so much about YouTube, met so many cool people. It was great. But just as abruptly as it started, SMP Earth came to an end. And looking back, SMP Earth didn't have the same spark SMP Live did. People had done servers before, and the existence of them was getting tiring. They all started to feel the same. The problem wasn't the people.
I've definitely felt that within my friend group. Like, we still play Minecraft servers all the time when we're bored, but it's not, like, quite the same. I'm sorry for the pun with quite's name there. But it's not always the same, because we started streaming one, like 2 months ago, I think, and we really didn't. We streamed it like twice or 3 times, and then people just stopped coming on, and it I don't know what was missing, because like we had all of our friends there. We still hang out like every day. It was just the Minecraft server wasn't taking off because it just kind of felt like just another Minecraft server. But I definitely understand that kind of burnout.
Or Minecraft. It was just the timing. The age of SMPs was coming to a close, and
Right.
I'd missed the boat. Even though I discovered so much about YouTube and streaming, I'd never be among the big dogs. The clock had ran out. I couldn't help thinking, every day while I was at school, what if I'd have worked a little bit harder, or been less cringy, or born a few years earlier? Would
Those
I
are
have
always
been
the
an
worst
SMP
questions to
live?
ask.
But I've been one of the big YouTubers. Knowing I might not ever be able to be one of the big dogs, well, I guess it got me down. But
This is so crazy to see, like, Tommy reflecting back to 2018, might I add, that he was just like, I only have like over 100,000 subscribers, but that's still not one of the big dogs. Which it is crazy that how many channels on YouTube are over 1 million and over 10 million that you'll just never know about. Like, if you ever like look at the stats, there are so many like people out there. But you know, it's so crazy that Tommy's like looking back and saying, "Yeah, I was over 100,000 subscribers, but I felt like I wasn't good enough." And like that's so crazy because it shows that even when you see like huge success, you always see someone who's doing better and compare yourself. But still, Tommy's content is so amazing and so funny that I think like, and how much he's grown now to be one of the big dogs. Like, that's just, it's so awesome to see that growth, but also to see that he had faith in himself to be himself. And that's what got him to where he was. And where he is. And that's just so awesome to see.
As the pandemic begun and all my exams were cancelled, I knew I had
That was
one
very
last
nice.
chance to
Yeah.
really make this work. Yes, the age of SMPs was over, but maybe I could still find something. Anything!
Dun dun dun.
And then I met Dream. Now, we didn't really click at first. He actually ignored my first message. Dream was a new YouTuber in the Minecraft space. He'd figured out that people resonate most with the super simple, basic content. You didn't need a high budget, you didn't need lots of editing, you just needed some friends and a cool idea. He started making Minecraft manhunt videos. The premise being some friends chase him around a Minecraft world while he pulls off insane plays. Even though it was easy to follow, it felt super grand, like you were watching a movie.
That is very
Also,
true.
just some friends dicking around. Although it was exciting, it didn't give Dream
You know,
a lot of
that's
space.
honestly one of the things. If you've watched my manhunt reactions or any of my like reactions where I'm like where the manhunt videos are brought back up, you'll see a common trend where my favorite parts and what I resonate with in those videos is that it's just a bunch of friends playing Minecraft, just having fun, messing around, but there's still like drama, there's still like intensity that you like, connect with, but it wouldn't be nearly as good without the friendship be like shining through in the challenge. Like that is like one of my favorite parts of the manhunt is just to hear like George say something stupid and then in Bad or Sapnap or Sam would just like laugh at it and just like continue the bit. Meanwhile, Dream is like trying to complete Minecraft and you just hear them messing around in the background because that is like so real. Like, we've all had that moment. If you're on a call with friends and you're playing a video game and they're just on the call, that there's just some weird moments that just happen just in your ears that you just hear, and it's the funniest thing. And that's why I love the Manhunt videos, because they always feel real. And that's what I love, the real feeling content. So it's not like, it doesn't feel scripted in a way where I'm doing this to get views. It's like, I'm doing this for fun with my friends, and it's getting views. Like, that's just one thing I've loved about Manhunt.
To be himself. So much of the videos were focused on the Minecraft that his personality didn't shine through. So to combat this, on April 24th, 2020, Dream started streaming on a new Minecraft world with 2 of his friends. Now, this server wasn't anything special. In fact, it was boring. Dream's reluctance to add any mods to keep the server vanilla made for very slow, talkative streams. Even though Dream and his pals were having fun, the server definitely didn't stand out. But then, a big change happened. I asked to join. Dream, without hesitation, said no. I'd be too chaotic, I'd ruin the relaxed vibe, and quite frankly, I didn't know anyone on there well enough. But after mulling it over for a few weeks, I think Dream realized that's what the server needed. It needed unpredictability. It needed chaos. On the 4th of July, 2020, Dream nervously
That's a crazy day to be invited.
World. And oh boy, I didn't hold back. 5 minutes on the server, I killed George. 10 minutes on the server,
I remember this.
Started a war. 20 minutes on the server, I've been banned. But Dream didn't keep me banned. Oh no. Much to everyone's surprise, Dream liked this element of chaos. So he started adding some of my friends. We played the server every day for weeks. Me and Turbo logging on every night to tell jokes and piss people off. And viewers were going up too. I've never had more than a few thousand people watching me at once.
Which is still a lot.
Everyone else was starting to hit 5, 6, sometimes 8,000 viewers. It was surreal. During these early days of just pissing people off, I found the most important item I'd ever find in Minecraft.
The disc?
It wasn't some insane sword or an overpowered bow. No, it was music discs.
Yep.
My music discs.
So
These discs became so genuinely important.
Tommy, like,
one of the...
I get that, like, basically he started this and ended this while going through puberty, but Tommy has changed so much. Like, this video right here looks like Tommy is like maybe 12 or 13. Maybe I'm just bad at reading age, but Tommy looks so young in this one. But watching his more recent vlogs and stuff like that, he looks like 19. Like, he looks older and like mature. And like, it is so crazy to see how different he looked just like 3-4 years ago.
First things me and Turbo did together on the server was
actually, this is on the Dream SMP, so it's probably like
a real
2 years ago.
Moment. Each time I played those discs, I felt weirdly like I was able to take in, to understand the experience I was having. I know that's crazy, but I mean it. Those quiet moments that really contrasted such loud, energy-filled streams, they meant a lot to me. However, knowing all of this, Dream did the unthinkable. He stole
the discs.
My discs. He fucked up. Before I knew it, me and Turbo were head-to-head against him. Oh, and Dream, by the way, it's worth mentioning, is one of the greatest Minecraft players of all time. We ended up night after night brawling it out in fucking awesome, genuinely difficult Minecraft PvP. And holy shit, did you just see that block clutch? This server was amazing. It was amazing.
Gotta give a little time in the video to shout out Tommy's good skill in Minecraft.
Of the combat I'd loved on Hypixel and the chaos I'd loved from SMP Live. It was authentic, natural. You couldn't make this up. Quite frankly, you couldn't script this. Until we did! After a few weeks on the server, one of my good friends, Wilbur, joined. He'd seen me dicking around, and although he was quite...
I love how that's how Tommy describes it.
The server had to offer. There was no fixation on views or even quality. It was just a Minecraft world full of nerds that are way too committed to this video game. On the 24th of July, 2020, I got this DM on Discord. You're alive, Tommy, we're gonna sell drugs. Yep, okay. This is when
that's such like that is such a Wilbur DM.
Discord. You're alive, Tommy. We're gonna sell drugs. Yep.
Like the older and younger brother dynamic shines right here. It's just like, hey, let's go do this stupid thing. Okay. Here's the thing, right? I don't know if this is like an edited Discord message or if he actually picked this up from like directly what he said, but that is so funny if that's literally the interaction that happened. I'm sure it looks real, so I'm gonna assume it is, which is absolutely hilarious to see.
Okay, this is when shit hit the fan! At Drug Cartel, it didn't go to plan. Me and Wilbur were imprisoned by Sapnap not even 20 minutes into the stream, and genuinely, It was a mess. That's when we realized we didn't have to be in the Dream SMP. What if we made our own land, our own SMP, where we could sell drugs, where Sapnap and Dream had no way of stopping us? We created a place that embodied all our ideals of freedom, L'Manberg.
You know, I heard that I heard that was actually a special place where, like, you know, you could go to emancipate the brutality and the tyranny of their rulers. But that place is real, so I needn't fret. I'm so sorry. I had to.
Walls, recruited troops, and even had babies? What? This was
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, Dream didn't like this one bit. He hated that we defied his authority. He really fell into the role of the fucking evil antagonist.
That's so
and a few
true.
nights later, Dream began to destroy our new home and left an incredibly aggressive message.
I want to see what?
I hate to cut Dream off because this is like one of his greatest monologues, but I like seeing like Sapnap set fire to a house and just turn around and just go. Like, it's just like, hee hee, I just set your house on fire.
White flags outside your base by tomorrow at dawn, or you are dead.
One of the greatest moments from the saddest animatic.
These next few days were the most on the edge of my seat I've ever been while playing a video game. I even woke up early each morning to plan secret tunnels under our Minecraft base. Listen, I was taking this serious. And although it was just Minecraft, it was now the most important thing in my life that Dream wouldn't take L'Manberg. We were a well put together nation, all on the same page, and there was no chance Dream could take us down from any angle. Suddenly,
yeah, no, I mean, you had Wilbur, Tommy, Tubbo.
Not the inside.
Oh, fuck a rat. I'm so sorry.
Down with the revolution, boys. What? It was never meant to be.
So we got betrayed by one of our own. I mean, I knew Dream was now evil, but convincing a member of our nation to destroy us from within, he was a psychopath. And even worse, in order to save L'Manberg, I had to give up my discs to Dream, since that's the only thing he wanted more than L'Manberg. I was heartbroken, distraught, but most of all, I was angry. Dream would have to pay.
And you wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Then a few months went by, and the server sort of changed. It stopped being about these great, fully improvised lore streams and had a more scripted feel. Before each major stream, Wilbur would write up a really complicated treatment that let us know the plot points we had to hit. Otherwise, the stream would have been a failure. It was a lot of pressure. The thing is, though,
I'm sure
this change wasn't bad. It made the server even cooler. I remember running home from college, booting up my OBS, skimming through whatever Wilbur had wrote for us today.
Oh, this is, wait, hold on, what is this? Kills the joins game. Okay, so this is when Wilbur blows up L'Manberg, right? Kills asks why he's doing this, he's expressed disappointment, tells him to stop. Phil, I'm a traitor to this nation, I have nothing left, I'll never... Yeah, no, I understand just skimming through this. Techno explains how he's not really a traitor, just a guy who hates the government. Okay. I really like this line. Just Techno explains how he's not really a traitor. He's just a guy who hates the government. Like...
And just going live, that simplicity, that wonder of what will happen next was so exciting. Yes, the streams were scripted. Yes, there was more pressure, but things still went wrong. We still improvised, made shit up. The spark was still there, and planning out the streams more only added to it. Hundreds of thousands of people were tuning in, viewers ramping up to crazy amounts. But the momentum didn't stop there. The server kept ramping up in popularity now, meaning there were constantly more expectations, more demand, and a whole lot more of you lot. I won't lie, I was beginning to get seriously overwhelmed. The expectations began to pile up on me. The streams got planned out to a now stressful degree of detail.
Oh, yikes.
And it was just a lot. It was getting too much. But in a brief moment of reflection, I realized how far I'd actually come. I was now playing Minecraft, making videos with my heroes.
Wilbur Soot has some issues with, I assume that's Quackity.
So, Technoblade, and even J-Schlatt. Let's pause. This, however cringy it might seem, is my genuine hero. You might already know this because this video is completely inspired by him, but Schlatt is my idol. In the early quarantine, I'd spend every night watching all of his channels. I was in love with his content. I wanted to be just like him. Now, during the quarantine, Schlatt followed me back. Probably a mistake on his end, because I messaged him. A lot.
Oh
Some
my
might say I was a little
gosh.
clingy, that I was a child. They'd
Oh,
be right.
no, I would never
Just
say
as
that.
the Dream SMP was beginning
Oh,
to
they
get
were
huge,
right? Never
while
mind.
I was live, Schlatt finally messaged me back and joined the server. This was the most surreal moment, probably of my entire life up to this point. I was in quarantine, so I wasn't getting recognized. I'd only just started to understand the gravity of everything happening around me. But this moment made it all clear. My dream had came true.
That's
the feeling, the reality of
that
war.
is insane. Like I've never really thought about it like that, but Tommy growing as fast as he has, like, has led him to be friends with like Jay Schlatt, who he idolizes, and like how he just explained, like how he idolized someone and now is friends with them. Something like I heard in a few of the Anthony Padilla videos is that like the people they were looking up to or people where they were inspired by, they're just a Discord call away basically, and they can just make a video or hang out whenever they want. And that is so insane to think about how that kind of progression could work. Like that is insanely cool.
Walking next to him, doing jokes with him and Wilbur. I was included in my favorite YouTuber's friendship. It just... I couldn't have asked for anything more. Seeing that Minecraft sunset with Schlatt, who inspired so much of what I do, that's all I needed. If it had all stopped then, in that moment, I would have been happy.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's, like, honestly.
But it was not slowing down. I now had a few million subscribers, and every day I went into college, I was getting more and more people coming up to me. I was not at all ready for what was happening. I tried to put that past me, because no matter the numbers or recognition, we're still just some people making up a story, and I knew my story needed to take a new direction. In the Dream SMP, you play a role. My character, Tommy, is a version of myself. However, as time had gone on, my character's rivalry with Dream had gone far out of hand. Dream's
You
character
could say that.
really messed with me. He trapped me in exile, made my friends turn on me, he tormented me with war time and time again. Given this had been happening for 6 straight months, my character was coming to the end of the line. But now, to match the real world expectations too, I knew what it was time for. It was time for a change. It was time for a finale. I spent a bit of time writing out a few of my own arcs, but I knew for the finale it had to be different. This time, I needed
Tommy
to go
actually wrote
bigger.
it. I thought
needed
Wilbur
to
was
write a
writing it.
huge standalone stream that would bring my character arc to a peak. And that was something only Wilbur had ever done. With almost no experience, I opened Google Docs and wrote out a plan for the Dream SMP finale. You know, this whole server had started with me and Turbo fighting Dream because he stole my music discs. Here's the thing though, even after 6 months of complex lore writing, I'd still never retrieve my discs. Now, these weren't just discs anymore. They were a symbol of victory, of closure. My character, and quite frankly me, relied quite a lot on the safety of those.
That's like so crazy how just a minor scuffle. I mentioned this in multiple different videos that I've reacted to. Most likely probably back in the MC gaming videos, and then also throughout like any video that takes place in the Dream SP or talks about it. It is so crazy how Tommy joining a server, killing people, and then Dream stealing music discs as just kind of a way to get back at him led to one of the most like influential storylines in Minecraft's history on an SMP. Like that is just absolutely insane to like think of how that progressed so quickly.
Those Minecraft items. Now it was the time for a final stand. Dream had given us a compass to the disc's final location, knowing me and Turbo weren't strong enough to take him down by ourselves. Immediately we ventured out on one final voyage to get them back. Everyone on the server waved us goodbye, since they knew we were sailing straight into our deaths. Me and Turbo scaled the mountain, only to find Dream standing there, with my discs and his netherite axe. It was a challenge ever so reminiscent of how the server first started. We knew what we had to do. An old-fashioned, back-to-basic Minecraft duel. This stream, this brawl, was awesome. Dream started to fucking show off by playing the discs mid-fight, but I outplayed him. I got it back. I completely forgot about the story stuff. My inner Skywars player kicked in, and I was still hitting block clutches. But despite all of this, Dream defeated us, took back the discs from me one final time, and decided he was going to take our last canon lives too. Me and Turbo would be gone, and I'd never win. That is where my story ends.
Well, no, it's not. It's such dramatic.
But I can't lie, I watched Avengers Endgame about a week before writing, so the whole server arrived through a portal, saving us at the very last minute.
I did gotta say, yeah, like, back on the saddest reactions when I watched Final Waltz, and I saw this moment, I was just like, this feels a bit reminiscent of Avengers. Like, just like the music kicks in, and the portal opens, and all the heroes come to save the day. Like, you can see the parallels there.
There was no plagiarism. It's completely different plot.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. You can't see any of the similarities there. It's actually like a really original story. No one's ever attempted it before. I'm actually really proud of Tommy for that.
One canon life left. Dream begged for mercy, and because I'm a good guy, I gave it to him. Dream was put in prison forever, and me and Turbo had finally won, which left us right back where we started, on the bench, listening to my music discs. That night was truly amazing. The stream had over 650,000 people watching.
What?
At the beginning of the SMP, only 6 months earlier, I was getting 2,000 viewers at most.
That's
Twitch had never seen
crazy.
anything like this. The most someone had was Ninja playing Fortnite with Drake, who literally tweeted out his stream, and I broke that record. I couldn't
That's
believe the amount of people
awesome.
that wanted to see the end of my story. I still can't believe it. I got awarded a world record for that stream. Yes, a Guinness World Record for a Twitch stream. But
That's
what?
crazy.
I was so amazed, shocked, and thankful for how Twitch started to treat me. Like, are you seeing this? And my life was turning around. You see, I was in my 3rd lockdown now, and it was fucking rough. I wasn't allowed outside.
Yeah.
I couldn't see my crush at the time, which was starting to go really well, and I was just miserable. But seeing how many people cared about the thing we were making, that changed my life. I had no confidence at the beginning of the SMP. I didn't like how I looked or how I sounded. But this SMP, you all taught me it was okay to just be me. That's enough.
That
Dream
is so
SMP
awesome.
was a perfect storm of everything I could.
That's a bit of what I was mentioning earlier, how like Tommy through all of this has learned being himself is the best kind of content. Because the genuine content creator will bring in the most people because they feel like a real person and not just someone doing it for the money. And that's what I love about Tommy's content and all the content I've reacted on my channel. Everyone seems so involved and like they care about the process, and it makes the content 10 times better. Like, thinking about a concept of a video saying that will do good with views, that's only part of it. You really have to bring the like aspect of yourself that cares about the content in order to make a video that's entertaining, that people will want to watch and will subscribe for. Because like these mod videos that Tommy does, you could easily recreate those or do the same thing and just not feel it. But that won't gain traction. What gains traction is the hilarity that ensues between friends just having fun and then posting it to the internet. Like, the funny editing and subtitles helps, but it's the friendship and the realism that makes it like fun to watch and what makes it rewatchable, like, to an insane degree.
Ever want, and it made me happier than I could ever imagine. But around
That's
then,
crazy.
after that stream, I think, well, for me, the server gradually lost something. It lost what it first started with, that indescribable spark. I'd stopped joining the server because I wanted to, or because I was excited to play. It just became routine.
Oh,
The server
yeah.
almost felt like a museum. The sheer level of expectation from the audience was so intimidating. I felt too nervous to destroy anything. I was worried about the backlash from blowing up someone's Minecraft base. This time was stressful. And as viewers went up, I felt a constant pressure to live up to my last stream. When I saw that number drop, I knew I was doing something wrong. I didn't feel like I was good enough. It made no sense to me that millions of people were watching me for just me. I refused to make any content by myself. I always had to have another person in the video because I wasn't
Yikes.
sure of myself. Every decision I made, I ran by someone. Because, in all honesty, I was scared. Scared that all of this, everything I'd worked for, would disappear any second. The success of the server became its detriment. Everyone became busy and much more successful, and we all started on different things. There wasn't enough time for the story anymore. Hell, I stopped caring too. I was vlogging, hanging with my new friends, and the server was left behind. I can't say I don't miss the simple days. And streaming wasn't about viewers or quality. It was just fun. No matter what, if I'd have had a shit, anxious day, I was just starting college, so there were a lot of those. Or a great day. It'd always end by joining the server and just letting that weird story
why
take
did
me
you jump
away.
down that?
Spending time every night, telling jokes with some of my closest friends in the world, and the coolest people I've ever met. It meant everything to me. Sure, it was just a Minecraft server, but this was real. This is what mattered. And I think we all started to lose sight of that. Most of us stopped playing the server. We were done with it. Except one player, who, despite everyone's lack of motivation, kept streaming, kept coming up with new story ideas, and kept grinding. That was until about 13 months ago. Because around that time, we found out that Technoblade had cancer. The Techno's unwillingness to show any signs of being affected by it made all my worries vanish. We joked about the dumbest way to clickbait it. I mean, it didn't even feel real.
That's awesome.
Feel real.
That's awesome that even through hardship, Techno fought and made it his best life.
As soon as I heard the news, the very first thing I did was log on to the SMP. When Technoblade joined SMP Earth for the last time, he left one final chest in his base with a goodbye note. I just hoped he'd done the same. I searched the server for so long that day, looking for any note, any last thing I might have missed.
Aww.
In his base, the places he went most, his last log-on spot.
Whoa. Hold on, what?
There was nothing. Even though I was certain there was no secret note he'd left, I kept searching. Until, finally, I sat down on the bench, watched the sunset, and listened to the discs. And then, I let it all out. Technoblade is the coolest fucking person I've ever known. I remember the morning he added me on Discord. I was walking to school in the freezing cold, hands shaking, but it didn't matter, because I was actually meeting Technoblade, the king of the Minecraft community, and it was the biggest honor anyone could receive. From being one of his biggest fans to one of his mates, it was such a pleasure to have been in his life. Every stream he joined, every video he was in, he lit up the entire room. And I'm forever grateful for the amount of time he'd give up just to come and make jokes with us. We were the gang, and he was, and always will be, my hero.
Aww.
This
Tommy, why you
Minecraft
gotta
server
do
has
that
taught
to
me
me?
so much about who I am today, and continues to help me discover who I want to be. Even when we stopped playing as much, the community kept us going. They started a new Minecraft era. The incredible art posted every day by you guys. The animation helped me see, reflect, and take in this server, this experience. Thank you so much for making that. It means so much. I'm also so fucking proud of my friends. Being able to see each and every one of them grow, all of us in this boat together, it was the best. This whole experience can be super lonely, but because of my friends, it never, ever was. And I wouldn't have wished to spend it with anyone else. I've had so much fun on this server, and even though I thought it was for quite some time, it's definitely not finished. As time goes on, I think we're all realizing how fucking lucky we are to have been a part of this stupid miracle, and that I really shouldn't take this server for granted. Things are changing. We're all getting older. I mean, look at Phil. But just knowing that for the rest of my life, there will always be this world. I can run around and remember and relive all the memories we made. That's so much more than enough.
Wow. That was awesome. It was awesome. I am honestly speechless because that final monologue and that bit about techno, that all, it was so real. And that's, I said this before in this video, but that is what is so amazing to me about Tommy and all the other creators I react to, is that they're genuine and they feel, and it feels real, and I love that, because hearing this monologue at the end about how it changed him and how it changed everyone and how proud he is to have been part of it, it makes me feel so happy for him. Like, honestly, Tommy, by the 1 in trillion chance that you ever see this part of this video, you are awesome. Like, go you, honestly. But oh my gosh, this video was amazing. Like, I love the mod videos, I love the vlogs, believe me, those are some of my favorites. But this was so awesome just to hear his experience with the Dream SMP and how content creation changed him and helped him grow as a person and as an influencer on the internet. And that is just so awesome to see. And I loved this video so much. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please make sure to go down into the description, click on this original video, and if you're not already subscribed to Tommy, please make sure to subscribe to him. He is definitely worth it, believe me. But while you're down there, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, as we are trying to hit 660 by the end of the week. I think we'll probably have done it by the time this video comes out, so we're trying to hit 670 by the end of the month. If you want to help us do that, that would be amazing. While you're down there, please make sure to leave a like, as will always help the channel, and also make sure to leave a comment on what you think I should react to next, or to the video. I'm always open to suggestions, and I, believe me, will always be happy to read what y'all have to say. So, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.